Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to your March 2021 reading. I'm so excited you are here. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for joining me. If you are returning, thanks so much for coming back. I absolutely love and appreciate every single comment, all of your likes, any shares. Every time you hit that bell or that subscription button, you know, I appreciate and I feel your energy. So thank you so much for that. All right, so March 2021, well, February 26th, 27th, there is a full moon in Virgo. And I really thought, you know, it's kind of interesting that this month of March is starting as February is finishing on this full moon. So I went to the Moonology Oracle deck and I wanted to look up the teaching from the book in the Moonology deck. And this is what it says. It says the full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home and office. It's time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also time to clear out your energies via salt baths, meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. And I just thought, oh, I also want to read this, the Attuned to the Moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. And I thought that was a beautiful way really to be starting this month of March. So as we get into each reading, I just wanted to, you know, keep in mind that as we are embracing this new month of March, we are ending February with this beautiful full moon in Virgo. All right, Geminis. So welcome, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Maybe you just have a lot of Gemini in your chart. Welcome to your March reading. I seriously can't believe we're in March already, but here we are. All right, so keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not and probably will not fit for everyone. But if you don't find resonation within this video, maybe check out your moon sign or your rising sign or your Venus sign, whatever. Check out another sign, see if you find resonation there. All right, so let's get into this. This is for Geminis, March 2021. Keep in mind, readings are timeless. You know, if you do find this at a later date, you know, maybe it was meant to find you to do so that you could do some, you know, some looking back, or maybe that you're just in this stage now. All right, so the current energy here for Geminis for the month of March, overall energy here. Wow. Okay, we have Queen of Swords here, which is your divine feminine energy. We also have the moon. Wow. Okay, let's see. What is the heart of the matter here for the month of March? I keep wanting to say February in all these readings. I just keep wanting to be like February, but it's not February. Look at that. Heart of the matter. The Chariot. Okay, what are you afraid of? What is the Geminis afraid of here? What is the Geminis afraid of when it comes to this? Okay, well, we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Two of Wands. Look at that. Okay. Past influence here that is supporting you, Gemini. What is the past influence that is supporting the Geminis here with this? We have patience. Okay. All right. And the past energy, the past influence that could be challenging you. Strength, inner strength. Okay. What does the Gemini promise themselves this month? Magician, Two of Pentacles, and the Empress. Wow, you guys are really stepping up here, Geminis. I like it. And the potential outcome here. Messenger of Air. Wow. Okay. King of Pentacles is on the bottom with the Ace of Cups. You know, I do feel, especially just by kind of doing an overall look here, I feel for some of you that there is forward movement here. Could be within relationships, could be within passion projects, but there is some sort of soul connection here. There's some sort of forward movement. There's some sort of truth, clarity, manifestation coming to a head here that I do feel like you are making tangible steps to really bring to light. You know, maybe it's where you are making tangible steps to bring some sort of love offer to the table. But I do feel like there is definitely, especially when the messenger, the Knight of Swords is the potential outcome here. And I do feel like there's some sort of communication here, maybe from you, maybe it's from somebody else to you, but I do feel like there is some sort of underlying movement here towards an Ace of Cups that I feel you are working towards. All right, so current energy, Gemini. Sorry, I keep saying current energy, and I do mean like current energy for the month. Overall energy here for the month of March was the Queen of Swords and the Moon. This is that the divine feminine energy of self. Let's get my words here right, Alyssa. And the Moon is about faith. The Moon is about trusting in the divine, connecting to the higher, okay? So for some, this Queen of Air, you know, this can be maybe where you're being a little cold. Okay, the Queen of Air definitely has that potential. She can be a little standoffish, okay? She can be a little like rigid and a little like, meh, you stay over there and I'm going to stay over here. And sometimes out of fear, that is a natural instinct for air signs to react. Is very cold, very like standoffish and like, meh, I don't really know. Let's clarify some of this though. Overall energy here. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords and this Moon here. For the energy here of March. Two of Swords and the Moon again. Wow. Yeah, see, I do. Or isn't that interesting? There's that Moon again, clarifying the Moon, and that Two of Swords. I do feel for some of you, you've been very standoffish. You've been very, like things haven't maybe been very clear to you. So, and that's been blocking you. I feel like there was some sort of lack of faith here in going forward. Maybe you just weren't able to really see how it was all going to be. So you're just like, nah. No, I'm not really sure, so I'm kind of just going to put my brakes on here. The heart of the matter here, though, look at this, was the Chariot. And I do feel, Geminis, for a lot of you, the heart of the matter here is that there does need to be some decision made on your part. There does need to be some forward movement. You are being asked here to take the reins of your Chariot, and I get it. It scares you because here's that Ace of Swords and the Two of Wands. Okay, here's that truth, that clarity, and it scares you that there has to be a decision. There has to be some sort of direction change here currently, Geminis. That's really interesting. There is some sort of growth, and maybe it's because you're in this position where where time is of essence. Maybe there's some sort of decision that you need to be making in a timely manner, or you're going to lose this opportunity. But I do feel, you know, for this heart of the matter with that Chariot there, it's about you taking control here. You know, it's about you taking control of your own life, your own destiny. Wow. Tower, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. Holy crap. Okay, so here we have two kings, two masculine energies talking about movement, talking about action. Here's that clarity, here's that masculine energy of self, and that King of Pentacles, which was on the bottom here. Because I do feel, guys, like you are making tangible steps here. With this Tower here, I feel like there's some sort of structure, some sort of foundation that really needs to come down. It can be relationships, it can be even just it can even be just the structures of relationships. It can be like the structures of the old here, right? These barriers, these boundaries, not even boundaries. I feel like they're more barriers, they're more like walls, that you are really crumbling here. In order to go forward here, in order to embrace this clarity and this forward movement of these two masculine energies towards this happiness, you know, that's where you want to steer your Chariot to here, Geminis. You're working towards happiness. You're working towards that Ten of Cups, that ultimate love, that ultimate, but you gotta tear something down, right? This needs to happen first. That Tower, that fear, whatever the heck you're afraid of, you gotta let that go. Okay, because it's not going to serve you here. You know, I do feel like you are very crystal clear on the direction in which you are wanting to walk. You know, I feel like you know what this Ten of Cups is. I feel like you know the direction in which you want to steer your Chariot. I feel like you're like, okay, yeah, there's my happiness. That's what I want. That's the happiness that I want to feel, right? Okay, so what's stopping you? What's that Tower structure that's stopping you? What is that limiting beliefs or limiting fears or limiting thinking that is stopping you from following through, from making those action steps, from taking the reins of your Chariot here? Okay, you know, what you're afraid of here was, well, the Ace of Swords and this Two of Wands, because I do feel like with this Ace of Swords, this is about truth, this is about clarity, this is about understanding, okay? This is about a new beginning here in truth, in light, in understanding, and there's some sort of change of direction here that needs to happen within inside of self, you know. And it's interesting that Chariot is the, you know, the Chariot, changing your direction, taking control of your destiny here. And then the Two of Wands is what you're afraid of. And the Two of Wands is the energy of, you have two paths before you. What are you going to take? You know, and I feel like you're here with that Ace of Swords. I feel like you're like, oh yeah, that's the path. That's it. That's the direction. Why the fuck does it scare me so much? Right? Like, the Hermit and the Two of Cups. Yeah, you know, I do feel like for some of you, this is definitely going to be revolving some sort of relationship. And I feel like it's where you're stepping out here. What you're afraid of here is stepping out of your own safety space, stepping out of your, I feel like you've kind of been almost going in your own lane for a while here, Gemini. And now you're being, you know, now whether it's time, you know, whether something's come up and if you don't snag this person, somebody else is going to, so you better get your ass together and, you know, be like, hey man, like, that's the feelings, right? Or whatever the case may be. But I do feel here, what you are afraid of is really coming forward from this kind of hidden energy, from the Hermit stage, to really come forward and embrace this Two of Cups, you know. And it doesn't need to just be romantic, guys. This can even be within work relationships, right? Where maybe you've been fearful of working with others, collaborating with others, and now, you know, you're being asked here to embrace this new opportunity. You're being asked to go forward in a new direction, but it is going to take you stepping out of your comfort zone. It is going to take you taking the reins, taking the action steps, you know, being like the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, being crystal clear on the direction in which you're wanting to walk, and just being solid in walking that direction. Yeah, I can see that it is very scary, you know, and I do feel even within isolation right now, I think some of that's even, you know, happened even more to us. We've become very self-isolated within our own, just finding the peace within our own space, that it's like, okay, do I want that? Like, am I ready to go out? And for some of you, it can be because there's been hurts in the past. There's been things that have broken you within the past, right? You know, and maybe that's why you're fearful of going forward and blending energies here now, you know, on a romantic or platonic levels or whatever that may be. But I do feel like what you are afraid of here is really stepping out of your safety net and embracing the change, embracing this new direction, towards moving towards this 10 of Cups. I do. Okay, so the past influence, though, that was supporting you here was the patience, you know, and I do feel for some of you, it's been where you have taken the time. Maybe for some of you, it was the healing that needed to happen, the balancing energy that needed to happen within inside of self, you know, where you acknowledged the balanced energy within inside of self, where you acknowledged the moment of the present, what you were working on right now. We have the Devil energy, the Ace of Wands here. Okay, so, you know, I do feel for some of you, you know, there was this, I feel like you were stuck, okay? Again, you know, I do feel as a past influence somewhere, there was that level of toxicity. Maybe it was past relationships, maybe it was just, who knows what, but I again, apply it where it fits. But I do feel like there was some sort of energy within your past that very much kept you stuck and limited to these opportunities, to new, you know, it kept you stuck and limited from the opportunities, from the new blessings, you know. And this patience, what was supporting you here, I feel like that was the growth in which you really sparked this new fire within inside of self. Okay, I feel like that energy of the Temperance was where you really did the healing, did the acknowledgement, did the accountability for where you were at. You know, you acknowledge that you are not going to be a puppet on the strings anymore to low vibration energy. I feel like there was this accountability within your own energy here, Gemini, and it maybe necessarily wasn't like you were going out and being like, oh, I'm going to be accountable for this energy here, but I think it was just a part of the process, you know, that it kind of all happened. Maybe it was like, I need time, I need space, I need you know, I need to find this balance within inside of self. I've felt low vibrations. I'm wanting to find this healing and this light within inside of self. But that time that you took to find that peace and that balance within inside of self was very beneficial for you, Geminis. Now, what was challenging you, though, in the past influence was this strength. And this is inner strength, okay? For some of you, it can be a Leo that you're, or somebody with a lot of Leo maybe in their chart. Maybe, you know, maybe you have a past relationship or something with a Leo. But looking beyond, obviously, just signs, I do feel like what was challenging you here was that strength within inside of self. I feel like that patience and that temperance, that was why it was such a beneficial energy to have, was because there was that strength of self that needed to be discovered. There was this inner strength and this inner bravery that needed to be discovered within inside your soul. And I do feel like that was a very challenging, whether it was the lessons to discover that kind of strength within you, I feel like it was very challenging for you. Wow, the strength was clarified by the strength. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do feel, look, and I love, I read a meme the other day and it said, the devil can hide a wolf in sheep's clothing, but the Lord has, or something about, but the Lord has put lions inside of lambs, and I feel, I loved it. I just loved that meme because to me it was like, this is that energy, the energy of this strength card. I feel that, it's about having that strength of the lion within, and yet being gentle as a lamb, acknowledging that your strength doesn't come from being loud and boisterous and being ego-led. Your strength comes from being determined and passionate and true to self, strong within your own inner knowledge, strong within your own inner truth and your own inner faith, right? And I feel like some of that inner strength was very challenging for you, okay? Now, what you promise yourself, and I love this because here you have the Magician, the Two of Pentacles, and the Empress. What you are promising yourself, what do you want to manifest here? Because that's pretty much what you're promising yourself here. You're promising yourself that you do acknowledge this power of the Magician that is within inside of you. All of the tools, all of the strengths, all of the knowledge and the magic that you need to overcome the obstacles within your life is within you. We are all born with the energy of the Magician within inside of us. It is life's lessons that open us up to understand and to use those powers, to use that magic within inside of us. But this is about acknowledging the strength, acknowledging the magic you have to co-create and manifest what it is that you want to bring into life. The Two of Pentacles behind that, well, here is that energy very much like the Temperance, where it's that balance and that flexibility. It is about learning and acknowledging not only your work ethic in life, or not only your tangible ethics within life, but also that spirituality within life. Also acknowledging that it's not just about practicality within life. It is about having the faith. It is about connecting to divine. It is about believing, manifesting, co-creating with higher, right? In order to, I feel like what you are promising yourself here is like you're unlocking that magician power within inside of self, unlocking not only that magician, but that spiritual aspect of self, that faith that comes with, the energy of an empress, that faith that comes with a connection to the divine, because that connection to the divine is what is pushing you. It's what's excelling you. It's what's encouraging and manifesting and co-creating this life of abundance and growth with you. It is what, the divine, the Lord is what ultimately puts the wind under your sails to bring to fruition what it is that you want to manifest within your life. And I do feel like this is the energy and where you are finding that balance within inside of self. Yeah, look at that. The Three of Wands and the Wheel clarify what you're promising yourself, because I do feel like you're acknowledging this higher road. And the Three of Wands definitely has a spiritual kind of level to it too, because it to me is always like where you're acknowledging that you're leveling yourself up here. You acknowledge that you're going to be walking on higher vibrations for soul-led purpose, for soul-led journeys. And with the wheel behind it, that is what shifts this change. When you open yourself up, and the vibrations in which you give the world around you is one of inspiration, authenticity, forward growth, higher vibration, right? Like it shifts the wheels within your life. You change and manifest and co-create and bring into your life what it is, that is for you, that happiness, that joy. We're not meant to live sad, sorrowful, lonely lives by any means. We are meant to do this authentic journey within inside of self to find that higher road, to find our spirituality, to find our faith. It's not that we go through life without obstacles and without challenges, but it is about embracing that light within the divine to find our way, to find our light, to find our passions, to find our magic. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the potential outcome here. I do feel, I feel, Gemini, that for some of you, this is really where you're making that, you're kind of going out here. I feel like for some of you, there is some sort of new beginning, some sort of connection. Again, whether it's a romantic connection or some sort of passion project, but I feel like you're really putting that into movement here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles, tangible new beginning here, a new cycle, a new tangible cycle. I feel like that's the communication. Okay, the messenger of air is oftentimes like the Knight of Swords is often a knight of communication. Some sort of communication form that's coming in here. And with the Page of Pentacles clarifying it, I feel like there is this new tangible cycle that you are wanting to embrace to go forward here. Yep, look at that. Wow. Four of Wands, Page of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. I do feel, guys, that you are ready to communicate. Maybe it's to someone in particular, somebody that you're ready to go forward with and kind of spend this happiness, spend this, to me, this is about, it can certainly be soulmate connections coming together, relationships, celebrations, good things. But I do feel here like this is a very new beginning for you. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups, because I feel like you're letting the old shit go, guys. You know that you are wanting this new cycle. You know that you are ready to embrace this new opportunity, this new life, this new love, this new beginning. And in order to do so, it is about walking away from the bullshit, and maybe that's what you're reaching out and communicating to whoever it is that you feel you're ready to make this connection with. But I do feel like there is tangible movement. Maybe for some of you, it certainly could be somebody reaching out to you. But I'm really feeling that this energy this messenger of air is very much you. I do feel like you are the one who is, again, putting in these new cycles of self. Okay, this Page of Wands and this Page of Pentacles. I do feel like you are the one who is setting into motion this communication to bring in these new tangible beginnings, to acknowledge that you have let go of the hurt of the past and you're ready to embrace this new light, this new future. All right, so let's get a spirit animal oracle here to finish up for the Geminis here for the month of March. We're not taking that many here, spirit. Cat spirit, wow, claim your independence. When cat spirit meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, know who you are, self-aware and willing to grow. Trust the value you bring. The world will mirror it all back to you in kind. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live, and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for you. Cat spirit rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. This may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk, too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you cannot trust yourself? Cat spirit is saying, go for it, because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Cat spirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen, your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to a spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself. Yes, you can, Geminis. All right, guys, if you found resonation within this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps it get it out. My channel is just new and growing, so I appreciate all your shares and your likes and your comments. Also, at the end of every month, I do a personal draw for a free reading. So if you found resonation within the message, please be sure to drop a yellow heart or a sunflower emoji in the comment section. At the end of every month, I tally up all of those comments and I pick a winner for a free read. All right, Geminis, until next time, take great care of your beautiful soul.